The animation in this is pretty interesting. A lot of the motion movement of the characters feels hand drawn.
Mm,
I'd be shocked if it was. Most of this stuff is CG these days.
yeah.
But there's something about it that wasn't fluid the way a lot of CG stuff is.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the way that the characters move is very choppy. Like it's not fluid, it's not smooth, it's very choppy. And then there is a lot of CG like spliced in there, and it is very apparent.
And a lot of the backgrounds feel very computer generated. It has a lot of block coloring. There's some things that are quite abstract. There's some very cute abstractions that I
Yeah.
really liked. When streetlights come on, you kind of have, it's almost like there's tissue paper one over the other, so that the middle part looks like a perfect star, and then one layer out it looks a little bit more translucent, and one layer out it's even more translucent, but it looks like paper cutouts almost.
Yeah, and there's also a lot of like stars in this. Like like a common animation theme throughout this movie. It's just like stars all over the place, and like perfect stars like you see in, on kids' middle school notebook.
Yeah, you see it on Smile's phone, and you see it on the wall of her and her two siblings' room as well. They have it as kind of like wallpaper. So yeah, that definitely does come up as a pattern.
But
And-
yeah, I was saying to you while we were watching the movie too, but a lot of this animation and the brightness and the kind of abstract stuff really reminded me of the Netflix series Great Pretender, which I'm a big fan of. I thought it was really good. And I thought that the animation in that show was really unique, and it was unlike anything I'd seen before in anime. And then this kind of reminded me of that, with all the brightness and all of the color and all of the abstract stuff going on. I thought it was really cool. I thought that the animation was very interesting.
Yeah, and I said that there was a couple of scenes that kind of reminded me of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And then you said, I think Great Pretender, and I was like, you're right. That is it's closer to that, but there still are some like interesting color choices and some things that you would potentially see in the background of JoJo as well.
Yeah, and I know in JoJo, on the fourth JoJo / season 3 with Josuke Higashikata, it has a very unique like sky coloring, and I could see how you would think that this was similar to that even. And even like sometimes the shadows were a different color on the characters. Like I remember one specifically on Cherry, his shadow was like colored pink, which was interesting. And yeah, it's kind of odd coloring. It's a bold choice, but one that I approve of.
Yeah, I liked it, and I thought that while it was bright colors, it wasn't so bright that it got overwhelming.
Yeah, it didn't like give me a headache or anything.
It never like went into pastels exactly, but it was like bright colors, but almost like slightly muted versions of those bright colors, if that makes any sense. And you'd see like a big field of some kind, maybe some kind of farming field, and it'd be like one solid green, and then it would kind of have like a stripe or two of some other greens. So that
Yeah.
was like very color block.
Thanks for watching that clip from the Anime Movie Podcast. Follow the links in the description below to hear full episodes, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more fun clips like this.